testing the test drives. We're going to start with the Sterling GT. I actually had a question for you guys down in the comments. Have I ever convinced you to buy a car on testing the test drive videos? Because that's part of the reason why I'm making these videos in the first place. Anyway, let's test drive this thing out. In case I haven't said it already, you can get this car from the salvage yard. Well, you can get it from there, but you can sell it there and make some money from it. But this is a salvage yard car. This car, I'm not gonna lie, it could take better at going corners. I think this car could be better on corners. I think. I don't hate the. I can't even lie. Guys. This car looks ugly. Let's move on to the next car. Now we've got the Vapid LE. This is also a salvage yard car, so you can't unfortunately buy it, but it's not a bad looking car. Let's test drive this thing out. I'm not gonna lie, this car likes to drift. This car really does like to drift. The car can take corners well, handles well, if you can control it well. I mean, I did say this car is a bit drifty, but I don't think that's a bad thing. This car looks good, handles well, turns well. Well, it drifts a lot, like I said for the third time. But yeah, I think it's alright. I think it's an alright car. Probably worth going for it, but remember, it's a salvage yard car, so you can't technically buy it, but maybe you can get it off the phone or something. I don't know. Let's move on to the last salvage yard car. I already tell you, this Piston Neon is an electric car, so if that's something you don't like, maybe you might not want to consider this car, but I don't really care either way. So let's test drive this thing out. I'm not gonna lie, this car is amazing. This car can take corners well, brakes well, handles well, and the best part is I did not even crash once in this whole test drive. This is the Drift Tampa. This is the podium vehicle this week, and it's a sports car. That's right, it's a sports car. It looks nothing like one. It looks like more like a muscle car, and it looks like a bit of a hot ringer mixed in there too. But anyway, let's test drive this thing out. Okay, the car has some pretty decent speed. It takes corners well and brakes well, so maybe this car is actually worth getting off the podium. I'm not going to try and win it though. I don't really want it, to be honest. I'm more of a fan of the prize ride. And let's move on to that right now. Okay, this is the Comet Safari. You can win it off the prize ride this week, and the way you can win it is come first 5 days. But it doesn't say in a row. You could just win them back to back and you'll win the car quickly. I'm gonna try and go for this car. I actually like this car. But yeah, let's move on to the test drive. Okay, so this Comet Safari prize ride, come first, 5 days to get it. That's basically the gist of it. Anyway, the car performs well, brakes well, handles well, but I'll be honest with you guys, this car looks more like an off-roader to me. I don't know why, but I'm getting off-road vibes from this car. Anyway, but no, it's a sports car. It's actually a sports car. It actually looks pretty good, but I'm not gonna lie. Looks good, handles well, brakes well. Everything about the car is great. I like the car. And I'm probably, like I said, I'm probably going to try and win it. So I would honestly recommend you guys win it too. It's not a bad car, and it also looks pretty good when it's fully customized. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Okay, this is the Pegassi. This is the Pegassi Torpedo. This car can be found at the Alice Car Meet, and it's also on sale for 40% off this week. Let's test drive this thing out. braking, great turning, great handling. Guys, this is just another car. I mean, I know it's just another car and all, but this car is just... I feel like we've had this car as a test ride a lot recently. I don't know what it is with this car, but I feel like they're really trying to sell us this car. I don't know why, but this car just feels like it's been on the podium so much recently. I don't know why. It's just... This is a Torero. You can find it at the car meet. I'd say go for it if you want it, but don't make it a priority because I've seen this car so much. I've test driven this car so much. You know, you get sick of it after a while, don't you? Anyway, let's move on to the next car. Okay, this is a Comet SA. You can find it at Yellow's Car Meet. Let's test drive this thing out. Okay, this is the Comet SR. It is a sports car and it's also 40% off this week. Why don't you guys car meet? I actually don't think I own this car, so if you guys want me to upgrade this car, like the video, I guess. Yeah, this car performs well, brakes well, handles well. I don't know. I guess all I can say is I like the Comet SR. It's not a bad car. And I want to add another side note about this car. I've never really hated any of the Comet cars. I actually quite like them all, but they ain't my favorite, obviously. Like, I like them all, but they're not my favorite. Let's move on to, like, one of my favorite old classic cars in the game. This is the Cheetah. It is also 40% off, and you can find it at the Yellow's Car Meet. Honestly, one of my favorite looking cars, because it's an old classic car, but I will admit it does need more upgrades, okay? Maybe this car should get reworked on for its upgrades, you know? Let's just try this thing out. Get it. This is an amazing car. I love the Cheetah Classic. I mean, the Cheetah. And I really like the Cheetah Classic, but this Cheetah I like more. Okay? They did a really good job when this car came out. I think it's been in the game since the very beginning, because it's in story mode. But anyway, yeah, the car performs well, handles well, brakes well, looks great. Looks extremely great. And I honestly would recommend it. So get the Cheetah. I like the Cheetah. What can I say? I'm a sucker for old cars. D-Class Impala XL. This is found at the luxury place, and let's just try this thing out. Okay, guys, I want your opinion on this. What do you guys think of this car? But I'll tell you mine real quick. I don't mind the car at all. It brakes well, it handles well, it turns well. Everything about the car is great. But I still probably wouldn't buy it because I'm not a huge fan of the looks of the car, but I don't hate the looks of the car, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm probably going to say pass on this one. But if you guys want to share your thoughts on this one, let me know down in the comments. My friend would love this car, guys. It is a convertible and it is the Dominator GT. Let's test drive this thing out. Okay, so the Dominator GT, obviously we know it's a convertible, it's a good handling car, brakes well, handles well, everything about the car is good, so I'd say go for it, but like I say in most vehicles, I don't make this a top priority. I mean, I like the looks of it, but it would look better if it didn't have that convertible thing. Anyway, yeah, I still would recommend it though. I still would recommend it. I like the look of it, so yeah, I would actually recommend this one. It's a Macho GT. This can be found at Simeon's Place, and let's test drive this thing out. It's also discounted at 40% off. I'm not gonna lie, this car is way better than I thought it was gonna be. It could take corners well, it could brake well, it could handle well, and everything about the car is great. I honestly would actually recommend this car. It actually has some decent speed. But yeah, I'd actually recommend this car. Now we've got the GT500. This is a sports classic car, and you can find it at Simeon's Place. It is not discounted. The rest of these vehicles will not be discounted. Let's test drive this thing out. So I will not lie, I'm not a huge fan of the looks, okay? But I will give it credit where it's due. The car can take corners well. I know I drifted at the start there, but I didn't crash. I think. Anyway, this car performs well, brakes well, handles well, everything about the car's great. So, yeah, I guess I could say go for it, but I'm still gonna say no because I don't like the look of the car. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Simeon's place, and it's not discounted unfortunately, but let's just drive this thing out. No. Okay, guys, so there's something off about the Frontier, okay? Look at the back. Do you guys see that 4x4? Rockstar don't have any other Frontiers in the game. And maybe Rockstar should add another one, like a 6x6 or even funnier, an 8x8. But yeah, I'm just thinking, why do they have to have that 4x4 there if there's only one type of Frontier in a game, you know? It just doesn't make sense, I guess. Anyway, this is the Simeon's car. It's an SUV. Let's just drive this thing out. Okay, so we've got the Citadel Frontier. I'm going to say go for it because it can actually take corners well, brakes well, handles well. I mean, it looks incredible, I guess. I mean, I like the look of I like the look of the Citadel Frontier. But yeah, this is the Pista Comet. This is an OG car, so I'd honestly say go for it straight away. And I'd actually say go for it for a different reason already because it's actually a Benny's car. Or at least I'm pretty sure it's a... Anyway, let's just drive this thing out. Okay, it took me long time to realize this, but this car, I picked the color that makes me think of a movie that I used to watch as a kid, Cars. You know, it reminds me a bit of that car, Sally. I'll put a picture of it right now. Anyway, this car takes quarters well, handles well, brakes well, and I'm honestly gonna say go for it. Maybe not, like, even if you don't buy it for its looks, you should probably buy it for the fact that it's a Benny's car or something like that. I mean, you could probably make this car look even better even if you don't like the looks of it right now. But I would honestly say go for it. It's a good car, and it probably would look even better with Benny's upgrades on it as well. So yeah,